Have you ever tried to parse a date and time in C++, only to hit a wall because of microseconds? It can be really frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to parse date and time with microseconds in C++. I totally get it. You're not alone in facing issues with parsing date and time formats, especially when it comes to handling microseconds. This is a common challenge for many developers, and it can really throw a wrench in your plans. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, "How can I parse a date and time with microseconds in C++ using strep time?" They mentioned that the Python format includes a directive for microseconds, which C++ does not support directly. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this together. So what's the issue here? The problem arises because the Python directive for microseconds, represented as centf, is not available in C++. This can lead to parsing errors, especially since centm and centd can take either 1 or 2 digits. We need a workaround to handle this. And stick around. I have a clever workaround at the end that will help you parse those microseconds without breaking a sweat. To address the parsing issue with the microseconds, the user can start by modifying the input string to remove the microseconds part if it is not needed. This can be done by checking the length of the string after the seconds. Next, the user should implement a function to handle the variable length of the microseconds. This function can parse the string and adjust the format accordingly. After adjusting the string, the user can now safely use the strep_time function without the microseconds directive. This will allow for successful parsing of the date and time. Finally, if the user needs to handle the microseconds separately, they can extract them from the original string before modification. This way, they can still utilize the microseconds if necessary. Fun fact, did you know that the concept of microseconds was first introduced in the 1950s? It's amazing how far technology has come since then. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution comes from using Howard Hinnott's open-source C++ datetime library. This library allows you to parse date and time with microseconds precision, unlike the standard TM structure, which is limited to seconds. You can easily parse any precision you need by using a time point. In this example, you can see how to parse a date string with microseconds. The library uses C++14 chronoliterals, but if you're on C++11, you can still achieve similar results with a slight modification. The library also allows you to control the precision of the parsing based on the time point type you use. If you input a time point with nanoseconds precision, it will attempt to parse as many digits as possible. Lastly, the library provides complete parsing and formatting capabilities, eliminating the need to work with the outdated TM structure. You can convert to and from TM for compatibility with other code if necessary. Here's the workaround I promised. Use string manipulation to remove the microseconds before parsing, and then capture them separately using regular expressions. This way, you can still work with microseconds in your application. And there you have it. You should now be able to parse date and time with microseconds in C++. Remember, with a little creativity, you can overcome any coding challenge. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our next video on advanced date and time handling.